Hey guys, this is Tyler from motionarray.com, and in this tutorial I want to show you how to create this kind of a glossy look all inside of Adobe Premiere. So let's go ahead and take a look at how to do this. Alright, so here we are inside of Premiere, and I've imported my logo here. If I double click on that, we can take a look at it. There it is, looks good. Okay, so over here in my project panel, I'm just going to create a new sequence, and that looks pretty good, so I'm going to click OK. Now, the first thing I want to do is just drag my logo into the timeline, and I'm actually going to zoom in a bit. So there it is. Now, I'm going to add an effect to my logo. So up here in the effects panel, I'm going to type ramp, and I'm just going to drop that on. And over here in the effects controls, I am going to change this to radial ramp. I'm going to make the end color black and the start color kind of a steel blue, something like that. I'm going to drag this first color down a bit, and I'm going to drag the end of ramp color down as well. I'm actually going to lighten this up a little bit, something like that. Alright, so that looks pretty good. So back out here in my project panel, I'm going to rename this to be logo, and I'm just going to drag this into another sequence, and I'm going to call this logo 02. And this is the sequence where all of the magic is going to happen. So the next thing I want to do is just come down here and create a new color matte. And I'm going to click OK, and I'm just going to make it white for now. And I'm going to call this sheen. Now I'm going to drag the sheen layer into my timeline above my logo. And I'm also going to apply the ramp effect to it. So now with it highlighted, I'm going to come up here to my effects controls, and under motion, I'm going to rotate this, and I'm going to set a couple of keyframes for its position. So let's see, starting position here, and about, let's say, 8 seconds in, I'm just going to move it all the way across like that. I'm just going to trim this up to be 8 seconds long. Alright, so this is looking pretty good. The next thing I'm going to do is nest this sheen layer. So I'm going to highlight it, right click, and click nest, and I'll just call this sheen nest. Alright, so the next thing I want to do is apply an effect to the sheen nest. So under effects, I'm going to search for set matte, and I'm going to apply that to the sheen layer. And under the effects controls, I'm going to come down here to take the matte from layer 1. So what that's doing is basically using the alpha channel of track 1 as the matte for our sheen layer. And let's see, under opacity, I'm going to change this from normal to color dodge. So getting a nice add blending mode going on. And I'm going to decrease its opacity a little bit because it is too bright. So now we're getting this really nice kind of a glossy sheen going across our logo. And I think that logo is a little too big, so I'm going to come in here and scale it down a bit. And now when I come back out, it is automatically updated and it's looking good. Now, if you really want to go crazy, we can duplicate our logo layer and apply an effect called Find Edges. And under the effects controls, I'm just going to hit this invert under the Find Edges, and so we get this nice white outline. And I'm going to change its blending mode to be screen. So now, let me zoom in so you can see this. Now we have this nice little highlight around the outside of our logo. But I'm going to take it one step further, and I'm going to apply a linear wipe to this outline. and I'm going to cut some of it off. So I'm just going to transition through to about 50%, and I'm going to rotate it a little bit and feather it out. So now we have this really nice glossy look going on with our logo, and it was all created inside of Adobe Premiere, and we did not have to even go into After Effects. So that's about it for this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something, and thank you so much for watching.